Hello everybody, Dakian here with another surprise midweek video for you all. Things have been moving along at a steady clip, and I thought it was about time to give you a status update. The most obvious status change is, of course, that these Abyssal Dwarf Berserkers are finished. At least as finished as I could be bothered to make them. In the main, these guys were an experiment in painting grayish skin with a sort of gray cast to it. And, well, it was a learning experience. It turned out a bit too gray. I think to make it look more like skin, I would need some warmer tones in it, but I'm not the kind of perfectionist who insists that everything has to be perfect, every single project has to be perfect in itself. I'm just going to chalk it up to experience and say I'll do it better next time. I mean, they're just for tabletop use, so they're good enough for that. As you can see, they do rank up if I'm very careful about the order in which I place them. They would not work, for example, if I placed them like this. Those axes would be in the way, right? I can show you the back sides, especially the back of the banner might be interesting. I could have done something more fun with the banner, I suppose. It's sort of a grayish green. I think it's the skin of some monster. They've flayed the face off some monster they've killed and stretched it out. That's what it's supposed to look like. So, I don't know. I didn't want it to make it too bright. I suppose I could have said it was some sort of demon and painted it bright red, perhaps. But then I'd already made their hair red. So, oh well. You make your choice and you live with it. Let's see what's still on the painting table. With Kojo here, I'm kind of happy with what I've managed to do with the skin tones. I can tell the light is a bit bright here, so it's probably being washed out. But at this point, he's a very pink gorilla. And I haven't done the fur yet. I'm going to do the fur grayish white. And as I've mentioned, I don't agree with the sculpt. I think there's too little fur texture. For example, here on the forearms, there's some fur, but on the upper arms, there's nothing. There's a little bit on the edges of the torso. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to extend the portions covered by fur with paint. So I'm simply going to paint more of his arms and his back and his legs as if there were fur, as I'm going to highlight by not highlighting all over, but highlighting in thin streaks, drawing thin lines as if there was hair to simulate a hair texture. And it's not going to fool anybody up close, but I'm hoping at a distance it'll all blur together and it's going to look like it's covered by fur. It's an illusion. It's a trick. At least that's my plan, and you'll have to check back next update to see how well that plan worked out. Here's hoping it goes well. So working with Kojo inspired me to keep doing plastics, as I want my next Malifaux project to be the Dawn Serpent. This is a Ten Thunders model, but it is a beast, which means I can use it with Marcus. And here we have the render on about how they think it should look when it's assembled. You can crack this open and have a look at what's inside. The contents are rather simple. It says instructions online, and it gives you the link to where you can find the instructions. They didn't bother printing the instructions. We have the stat card, which interestingly, I thought this would be a really big mini, but it's only on a 40mm base. This is what it looks like. And this is the sprue. And yeah, there's a lot of little pieces here and one big body piece. I think I'm going to have to look up those instructions actually to figure out how this fits together. And since this is a 10th edition model with kind of an Asian theme, I thought I might use one of these Asian Zen base inserts. Let's open this up. Let's see what these look like. Close. The 40mm set contains 2 inserts. One is kind of a rock garden. You can see the sand that's been raked into intricate patterns here, and some rocks around there. This is from a garden with a pond. So this here is supposed to be water, and here's a sort of wooden bridge or something on the edge of the water. And this thing actually looks promising because it has a slope. It goes up. And if you look at the render here, it seems to be like curving, spiraling upwards. So that might be a good idea to support the model, to have it on this kind of slope. We'll have to see once I assemble it what it actually looks like and what the angle needs to be, and if this is enough. If it needs to be at a more acute angle, I can't go with this base. I'll have to build something. But like I said, we'll see. And of course these fit, hopefully, into this. Yeah. It sits in one of these without problem. Well, next update, I'll have it at least built for you and have made a decision on the basing. As for what else is in the works, well, you can see here that there is a lot of stuff that's been started. Nothing quite finished yet, but I've been working on the basis of these and starting the flesh tones, also skin tones on these, and on, well, basically doing the skin tones on everything right now. And the witches are coming along. They're, you know, been working on some of the details and focus. Oh well, whatever. You'll see them when they're finished. Yeah, things are rolling along. I thought I'd leave you this episode with a little teaser of things to come. I don't think you can tell from this image what you're looking at, and you'll have to wait to find out. I will reveal all in my next updates. But until then, I'm Dakian, and this is me signing off.